Hello, Holy Cross community. This is Father Gerasimos. Once again, I'm standing here by the chanter stand on the right side. As we know, we have a right side and a left side. And I thank the gracious donors who, after so many years, we also have a left side chanter. And even though we have two chanting stands, as it is traditionally, we have a shortage of chanters. We thank God every day for our head chanter who chants here on Sundays and on the great holidays, Tanasi Kukulis, who always, with so much love and dedication, offers not just simply his heart and soul in his chanting, but also his expertise, knowledge. And we glorify God for his beautiful chanting skills. But the reason why I'm speaking to you today is that for several months now we have an advertisement that we need a chanter here in our church, and the reality is that we do not find chanters as easily as we would like to. Thank God for the older ladies here of our community who, because they have been raised up within the church, they never had any formal chanting training. However, because they were raised up in the church and heard the hymns of the church and they know the order of the church, they're able to substitute and fill in the blanks so that our church will have a weekday chanter and that the services may be executed. But the reality is that they're not professional chanters, and a lot of times people say, well, why can't you just find a chanter? And the question is that where do you want me to find a chanter, or Holy Cross find a chanter? Should we just go to a Walmart store, or should we just order a chanter from Amazon? You see, chanters have to be grown from within our community, and our community has done that, as I try to teach as many people as I can the art of chanting, and I glorify God that some of the young people of our community are learning that. But the question is that we don't have many people who are interested in that. See, our moms and dads are interested in other things for our children, but they're not really training them to be the future leaders of our church. And one of the very important positions is to be a chanter and choir director to help in the liturgical aspect of our church. I've said it before, and I don't want to sound negative, but how many of our parents take our children to the basketball programs? And the reality is that most likely 99% of our children will not become any NBA stars. And here we have something more important than playing basketball. Here we have people who are needed to offer the response of the people in the divine liturgy, the holy work of God. And yet, we have to, as we say, sometimes even scrape the barrel to find people to do that. Glory to God that we have the people who offer their chanting, but think about it. And then most we have the mentality that we'll find a chanter from someplace else, from another parish, and so forth. But why shouldn't our Holy Cross parish produce its future chanters? Why must we look to Greece or to another place to find a chanter? Why not our own children find chanters? And therefore we have the reality that I want to share with you today is that we need to start thinking differently. Start thinking that, I would love to see my child dedicate their talents and skills in leading people in prayer. And even the handful of children who do, they're not encouraged, not by the parents. They're encouraged by the parents, but not as a society in general, and so forth. So think about these things. We also have the reality also that even today's chanters, they follow things blindly. They do not know the books of the church, the Octoikos or the Mineon or some of the other books, but they follow just simply from what the computer gives them. Another reality of the time, but another talk that we can talk about in the future. So therefore, my good people, say glory to God for the chanters that we have. And if you want our church to have great chanters, then let's increase the pool of possible chanters. Let's bring our children dedicated to God. Let us come to church so that we can learn the hymns and become designated chanters, or chanters pinch hit chanters, and people who will know the services so well that they can offer their services to God. I pray that we are well always, and may God bless our community of Holy Cross, and may our future generations be present to offer their services to God. Στέκουμε εδώ στον αλόγιο του Τιμίου Σταυρού, των δεξιών αλόγιων, όπου, όπως γνωρίζουμε, από εδώ προσφέρεται η ψαλτική και οι ψάλτες προσφέρουν το δικό τους κομμάτι από τη Θεία Λειτουργία και από τον Όθρο και από τον Εσπερινό. Συγχαίρω τους ανθρώπους της ενορίας μας, μερικές από τις κυρίες που διαμέσου των χρόνων έχουν μάθει τα της λειτουργίας και τα του Όθρου και προσφέρω το κατά δύναμη έτσι ώστε οι ακολουθίες να συνεχίζονται εδώ στο Τίμιο Σταυρό και τι ευλογία έχουμε να υπάρχουν τόσες πολλές ακολουθίες. Αλλά ταυτόχρονα απορώ ότι έχουμε μια νοοτροπία ότι θα βρούμε τον ψάτη από κάπου. Θα πάμε στον Μπαλκάλικο να βρούμε τον ψάτη. Ο ψάτης πρέπει να καλλιεργηθεί και έτσι πρέπει να σκεφτόμαστε εμείς αγωνείς, σαν ότι θέλουμε τα παιδιά μας να είναι μελλοντικοί ψάτες, να μάθουν τη τέχνη της ψατικής, να μάθουν τα ιερά βιβλία, την Οκτώηχο, το Τριώδιο, το Πεντηκοστάριο, το Ρολόγιο, τα Μηνέα και έτσι να μάθουν πώς να ψάνουν και όπως είπα η τέχνη. Αλλά δυστυχώς πολλές φορές ασχολούμαστε με άλλα πράγματα, αλλά ούτε καν ξέρουμε ούτε τους ίνους εκκλησίας μας, γιατί δεν εκκλησιαζόμαστε, δεν ερχόμαστε να μάθουμε. Θυμάμαι ακόμα και τώρα, όταν υπάρχει ένας μεγάλος Άγιος, μεγάλη γιορτή, όταν είναι ο καιρός του πολιτικίου, όλες οι κυρίες ξέρουν τα πολιτικία του Αγίων Αναρχείων, του Αγίου Δημητρίου, της Μεταμορφώσεως, του Ευαγγελισμού, των Χριστουγέννων και άλλες γιορτές. Αλλά οι νέοι είναι σαν μουγγί. Ούτε καν δεν ανοίγουν τα χείλη τους να πούνε ούτε ένα τροπάριο. Λοιπόν, αυτό είναι πραγματικά πρόβλημα και εύχομαι ο Θεός να μας φωτίσει να υπάρχουν οι μελλοντικοί ηγέτες οι οποίοι θα οδηγήσουν την εκκλησία μας εκεί που πρέπει να είναι. Εν τω μεταξύ, είμαστε εδώ, κάνοντας κατά δύναμη, έτσι ώστε οι ακολουθίες να συνεχίζονται και ευχαριστώ τον Θεό για τους ψάλτες που έχουμε αυτή τη στιγμή και τον Θανάση μας, ο οποίος μας ανεβάζει στους ουρανούς, αλλά και τους άλλους εθελοντές που με το κατά δύναμη προσφέρουν αυτό που έχουν στο Κύριό μας. Εύχομαι η μελλοντική γενεά να αναλάβει τα καθήκοντα του ψάλτου, αλλά και του ιερέως, έτσι ώστε η Εκκλησία μας να συνεχίσει να λειτουργεί και να προσφέρει την δόξα στον Κύριο μας Ιησού Χριστό, στο Πατέρα και στο Άγιο και στο Πανάγιο Πνεύμα. Αμήν.